all you boys, girls, and a tentacle in between. I apologize. Anyways, where we last left off on this what if Izuku was catching up with his old friend All For One, and due to some terrifying information that he got from All For One, he's now aware of the Shia Saikai and their experiments, at least to a certain degree. He's only aware of what they do, not what it's for. And he's gained the support of the Vault Dwellers, at least somewhat, and currently he's planning something. His current plan is that he will go to the Shia Saikai within 2 weeks and join their ranks and climb up to the point where he can safely visit the child without any problems and being able to get her out safely while destroying the Shia Saikai in the process. But there will be some problems. For example, he can't bring his power armor because they'll recognize him due to his escapades on the train for the past 2 years. But if he goes in as Izuku Midori, our quirkless boy, they won't take him seriously. He'll have to prove his worth in a fight, if not something else. But other than that, he's going back for training. Okay, everybody, you need to train. You'll not be choosing your partners, and your partners will not be choosing you. It'll be completely random. And even the children have to fight, because out here, there's no mercy. Okay, hold on. What gives you the right to train us? I apologize, but who has destroyed your symbol of peace? Okay, but still, we could probably take you. Like I said, if you want this little girl to suffer any more, and possibly more, be my guest. But after this is over, you are free to try and kill me as you will. Fine. We'll comply. As throughout the training, Izuku sees a small child who has a hat with horns on them, as he's just off in the corner. As Izuku walks up towards him saying, "Hello." What? What do you want? As Izuku looks him dead in the eyes, as he sees a fire that was once in him, that's still burning. He sees a fire in that child's eyes. A fire that is burning hatred for everyone in the vault. And I mean everybody. Izuku smiles at this. You will be training with me. Why? I mean, as long as it's not one of the fake heroes, I guess. Great. Now let us move. As Izuku brings him towards an area which is a training ground. As there's quicksand and other areas which are somewhat dangerous. For example, carnivorous plants and other assorted wildlife. The small child says, "So, you aren't even gonna ask my name?" I apologize, what is it? The name is Koda. Nice to meet you. Ow, my fingies. As Koda is running, as Izuku is shooting at him, aiming to kill. Well, not necessarily, he's aiming to injure, at least, or incapacitate. With Koda being able to dodge most of them relatively easily, with them hiding behind a tree as a vine snatches him up, with a ginormous maul about to eat him, as he shoots out water at it as it lets go of him quickly in order to get rid of this random liquid substance off of it. As Koda runs, as he aims for Izuku's feet, as Izuku is starting to sink. Ah, I see. Liquefying the ground in order for the quicksand to spread. Very smart. but I still have my guns. As Izuku tries firing, but he's out of ammo. Also, his other gun is clogged. As Kota goes in for a punch, with Izuku bringing out his knives as he cuts Kota's cheek. As Izuku brings him in and holding his blade towards his neck. Good job, you're an excellent strategist and very good at adapting. It's surprising that you are a vault dweller. Hell, you could probably beat one of the elite people in your vault. With Kota looking at him with anger and fear. I feel like you're not listening. As Izuku quickly gets out of the quicksand with an air cannon launching him up. As he says, how about this? We'll make a deal. What deal? If you could get even so much as a slight scrape or graze me, I'll introduce you to a feast. What do you mean, a feast? I'm unaware of the definition of the word. A feast, very, very good and tasty food. And a lot of it. What, you mean like those globs? I mean, they're better than the apples that they give us. Ugh, so bitter and salty. I see they've made those things edible. That's a surprise. And to sweeten the deal, how about this? If you manage to get a solid punch on me, I'll make you a power armor. Deal. Okay, still have my hat, though. Yes, I'll incorporate horns. Thank you. I want to get to it straight away as they go for round 2. With Izuku being slightly excited to the point where he's smiling under his mask. As Kota is quickly improving, his ability to adapt is incredible. But there's still something blocking him from landing a solid punch. Part of him that's still afraid of dying. Part of him that's afraid of getting hurt. But other than that, he's on par with Izuku. To a certain degree. His strategy, it's a little bit basic, but still effective. His strength, lacking. But to be fair, he is a child. His intelligence, surprisingly high after reading a few books. And his strength is starting to go up towards that of a regular child that is supposed to be born. But to be fair, they were not giving him proper nutrition. At least they didn't have access to it. They were too afraid of, and I quote, radiation poisoning. But throughout the generations, they have built up an immunity, so that shouldn't have been a problem. They must have not tested it then. That's concerning. But as for everybody else, they're doing fine. They're on par with the barbarians. The mutants, however, are still able to beat them. Even the ones without armors are able to beat them. The barbarians don't necessarily have the best strategies, but they'll hang in there. Everything is surprisingly well. So, 1 week passes with Kota managing to land a solid punch on Izuku with him still being compromised, but a deal is a deal. Izuku brings him towards an area where everyone else is, as Izuku announces a feast and a party. There's dancing, music from what they could gather from broken records. There are still a few notes missing and it sounds a bit eerie. But other than that, it's surprisingly nice. Everybody is having fun. There are little disturbances, and after that, they are all stuffed, happy, and surprisingly excited. Kota is also happy. He's starting to open up more about his parents, about what happened, and why he's so afraid. You see, when he was a child, he snuck out of the vault and followed his parents. They knew he was there, but they didn't say anything. And throughout it, they met a wastelander, a very violent wastelander, who was also a cannibal who ate other humans. His name? Muscular. Kota still has nightmares about it. That scar on his face, his one eye. The fact that he could kill him within an instant. Due to that, Izuku has an idea. You see, Izuku has ran into Muscular once or twice. To be honest, he's only seen him and heard of him. He's established a weakness, his weak mind. Also, the fact that he has mainly eaten humans and those are becoming an endangered species so far. He only eats humans. That's his main weakness. There aren't that many humans left on Earth. Only a few thousand, maybe. Maybe in the 100,000s. But that's being generous. Other than that, Izuku brings Kota towards a new training area. As he says, I'm gonna make you face your fears like I did. What do you mean? You're going to meet Muscular face to face. Do not worry. I will be here, and so will my brother. Do not worry. We will protect you, even if that means that we die. Brother, can you please not put that image in his head? He's a child. When I was a child, I saw my mother get slaughtered in front of me, and I turned out great. Yes, but he saw his father and mother being slaughtered in front of him. He'll turn out great as well. I'm sure of it. Brother, can we please not have this argument in front of him? I'm pretty sure he is having flashbacks towards his parents' death. Of course, I apologize. Are you okay, child? As Kota is hyperventilating, as his power armor starts injecting something in him to calm his heart rate. My mask smells sweaty now. I mean, you probably sweated in it. You probably sweated in it a lot. I mean, to be fair, my armpits are very sweaty, and I'm nervous, and I'm still scared, and I feel like peeing myself. I have a feeling that is something called oversharing, young man. But, as I've said before, do not worry. We will be here. And I've seen his power. And I'm pretty sure we could take him down. Okay. As Kota is still scared out of his mind. Even though he's had proper training and he could probably take down Muscular with their help. He's still scared. And if your mind isn't in the battle, you'll die. If you aren't focused on your target, you'll miss. As this old saying is gone, give a soldier a gun and they will be limited to the amount of bullets that they have. Give them a sword and they are free to swing as many times as they please. And right now, Kota's too scared to pull the trigger or swing. As they encounter Muscular, he's feasting upon an arm. Anyways, that's where I'm going to leave it off. I feel like this is becoming too gruesome. Goodbye.